All right, guys, quick video today. Just an announcement that we are starting a new licensing opportunity in the syndicate. If you'd like to learn the details of it, you'd like to learn the references and watch a short video where I sort of walk you through what I'm looking for to include on this album. I am looking for at least 12 tracks. Usually we go more than that. Last album we did, I think, 16. So we usually hit more than 12, but I do want at least 12 from my members. So obviously, as you can see, it is rap, rock, but it's also going to include hip hop, trap, and so any variation in between there, even maybe a little bit of kind of the EDM side of trap, I'm okay with that as well. But essentially, drums really need to be urban heavy. Really, like, we got to have hip hop drums. Really, no rock drums, no acoustic drums, nothing like that. No metal band drums, nothing like that. But you need to have urban drums, and then you'll have rock elements, mainly just an electric guitar, probably distorted, sprinkled on top. And so that's basically what's going to give it a little bit of that rock flavor. So it's not going to be necessarily, I'd say, 50-50, like 50% hip hop and 50% rock. It's going to be more like 70-30. Most of it's going to be an urban album. Like this track or this album, when you hit play on it, should sound like a hip hop or a trap album, but it's going to have just a little bit of that grunge, a little bit of that rock edge to it. And I want all kinds of rock. I want kind of that sort of I want metal. I want crazy, riffing and wild shredding and all that kind of stuff. I want more just aggressive, straight ahead rock. I want kind of more of that just chilled, like Eminem beat kind of a guitar, like just light distortion, or even clean guitars that are just kind of palm muted and chugging along. So I want a whole range of sounds for this album, but it's primarily going to be geared towards sports programming. So think NBA, think basically the vibe basically when a team or a player is getting hyped up for a game in the locker room, getting ready. So a lot of aggression, a lot of tension, a lot of high energy. That's really what we need to do with this album. And again, I cannot play the references or the video really on YouTube because they're going to flag me and take the video down, and that's going to be a bummer. So I always have to host these sort of walkthrough videos showing you guys what I'm looking for on a private website, and that's what I'm going to do. So you can get that by clicking on the link below. And you do need to be a syndicate member to submit to these opportunities. And the main reason why there's a difference between what I do with my group than probably every other music licensing opportunity out there, where people are saying like, oh, you can submit to our opportunities, come on and submit, and they charge you like a fee or something like that to submit to it. Most of those companies, if not probably all of them, if you get accepted, awesome. They give you your payment, you get your royalties, and you're good to go. But for 99.99% of everybody else who doesn't get that one placement, they usually just tell you, I'm sorry, we're not interested, or it just wasn't working, it just wasn't quite appropriate, or sometimes you don't even get anything back. So you have no idea like what you need to do to get on to the next level, to start improving your tracks, to find out, okay, well, how close was I? What needs to be improved? Was it my mix? Was it my music? Was it my samples? Was I completely just off? I mean, this is really valuable feedback that is completely missing from this industry. And that's why I started the syndicate. That's why I started what I have, because you can't find this stuff really anywhere else. I mean, most libraries, even if you have, if you submit to them, if they like your music, great. But if they don't, they're not going to take the time to walk you through your track and tell you what's not working, what's kind of missing with it. I am doing that. That's really the name of the game. That's the biggest value for what I do with the syndicate, because whether or not you get accepted onto the album for my opportunities, I want you to be making progress, right? So if you get accepted on, awesome, that's great. But even if you don't, I want to give you something that you can be improving upon. So every day, every week, every month, you're getting stronger, so that eventually you aren't getting rejections and you aren't getting these, no replies, and you're not really sure why you're not getting onto some of these albums or opportunities. But in fact, you're actually going to start being said yes to. And of course, I'm giving you the training all along to sort of push you out of the nest and kind of get you to start submitting to libraries yourself and build your own catalog and your own relationships directly with CEOs, with owners of catalogs and libraries, because that's really ultimately what you need to do if you want to succeed long term, okay? So this is sort of like a training ground, kind of a boot camp, if you will, but eventually you will go out there and you will submit your own tracks, because now that you have the training from these opportunities, these real world opportunities that are really getting licensed out there in the world, you're going to have this sort of secret weapon in your back pocket moving forward into the industry. So that's what it's all about, and I'm very excited to hear some new submissions. So if you want to learn more, again, click on that link right below this video.